Please take it over, Meher. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. Ghost, I hear some background noises.
Yeah, let me mute it if I can. Hide bubbles, participant list. Mute myself. Computer. Okay, no. Participants list. And here I see that I can. Okay, mute others. Probably mute. Okay, I started muting now. Pam, Faisal. Somebody is okay. Let me mute others. Mute. Mute. I see one or two people from Birmingham and Winchester. I don't know what Winchester and Birmingham. I don't know where this thing is. But let's see. Let's go with this session, please.
Okay. So now we have everyone on board, and it is our second day. Before I started, I just want to recap the yesterday's training. Hey Ghost, do you also listening to background noises? They are too much actually.
Okay, let me.
Hello,
Yeah,
can't
okay.
hear anything.
It's okay now. No background noises. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, then it means that others also may hear me. Okay, guys, I just want to have a quick recap for yesterday's session we did. That was an introductory, and we went a detailed introduction for the trainings and our application also. So as we started from here yesterday, that yes, go.
Yeah, I think somebody texted they are not able to hear. So who is not able to hear? Let me unmute it just to make sure. Just unmute yourself, or might we have to unmute it here just to this thing. Habib Albi. Where is this? Okay. Unmute. So is all. So everyone can somebody confirm? Are you guys able to hear the voice of Meher? Faisal, are you able to hear? Are they not able to hear me or what?
I don't know. I can hear you.
I can hear you, you can hear me, but nobody is responding or confirming. Let me call them and confirm so that we can get started.
No sound. Habib is saying cannot hear. No. Able to hear you.
Can you guys hear? I can hear you guys on there, but
Faisal, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you and Sayed on
Okay. Okay, so everyone should be able to in that case. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
because you muted there. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Panjani is able. So it's just I think headphone problem.
No, can't hear a word.
It's your headphone problem because everyone can hear it. Let me. Oh my goodness, where is this chart thing? Where is this chart? All can hear except you. Please check your audio settings or headphone. Okay. Okay, Maher, please go ahead, please. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, man, let me start it. Okay, let me maximize this screen. Yesterday, we went through the human resource modules. What are the modules and what are their selling features? I just want to have a quick recap from yesterday's recording.
Yeah,
Session.
all can click a thing in the right side in the bottom called Zoom to Fit, and you will see Maher's screen fully captured on your screen in the full size. Zoom to Fit, not the max thing, but Zoom to Fit. There is the option right side in the bottom in the small icons. Okay, please. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Okay. So we discussed that our core human resource module, which is called Global Human Resource Management Cloud, has some features for enterprise people, jobs, grades, documents, geography, hierarchies, payrolls, approvals, and eligibility. We discussed that enterprise is nothing, it's just your company, your legal entities, your company, your legal entities, business units, departments, and so on. People are your employees like full-time employees, contractors, freelancers, volunteers, and some other kind of people like people's dependents, like wives, spouse, children, and so on. And jobs and grades are the position level of your employees, on what grade and jobs they are working on. Career ladder is the progression mechanism, automatically promote someone on the higher rank or higher positions, like a manager gets senior manager and then executive, and so on. Document records is your degree certificates, your driving license, etc., etc. Geography is your locations, where the company is located, where the offices are located, what are the addresses, how many counties, how many countries. Hierarchies are the top-down representation of your geography. Like within a country, you have counties, within counties, you have cities or what, and you can have hierarchy for the position as well. Okay. Then we discussed about the payroll rates and the salaries. I discussed that it's not a complete setup of payroll that you define within the core HR. It's just the definition of the payroll, which has already been created, and the frequency of your payroll, the rates for that payroll. Rates can be the payroll rate or it can be the absence rate and different other rates. And salaries are just the range of your salaries. For example, a person on grade A gets 15,000 salary, 15 to 20,000, and a person on grade B gets 10 to 15,000. So you define payroll rates and salary ranges within the human resource model and attach with the person record, whoever is the employee. And approval is just acceptance and rejections of employees and administrators' request. Like administrator want to raise someone's salary, so he needs approval from the line management, or an employee wants to apply some absence, he may also need some approval from the management. So we define approval here. Eligibility profiles are the selection criteria. It evaluates some conditions, predefined conditions, based on the values that you have defined within the eligibility. Hopefully we will do the eligibility profile today. And we also went through this Oracle Human Resource Cloud Benefit module, that we define program, plans, options, and live event in that. We're not going in very detail of this module. I'm just trying to recap yesterday's session, and as we mentioned yesterday, that programs may be a welfare program or an insurance program. Within that welfare program, you may have some plan types like dental or health, and then within option you have an option to choose your hospital or a franchise or whatever, and the life events. Life events mean this program, plans or options get triggered whenever some life events happen. Like a child gets birth, then this program and plans and options will be executed. So it's based on the life event. So that is all about the benefit, a small and brief introduction for benefits. Then we discuss about the cloud talent management, which is a huge module, and we discussed that we manage profiles, person's profile in that module. We do the talent review weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, 6 monthly or yearly based on your business requirement. Then we do some performance and career development, succession and goals. The last thing we have Teleo and learning in the career management, or you also call it talent management. Our next module was payroll. We discussed that in payroll we have different kind of earnings and deductions like your salary, daily wages and other, and we calculate those salaries on some basis of some rules and data available. Then we do some costing in the payroll, costing in the sense that what should be the cost center, what should be the account, what is the natural account. So it's accounting thing here, and we attach this information with our financial module, which is general ledger. Okay, we keep balances for taxation purpose, we keep balances for other purposes also. Payment methods like employee want to get paid through check or cash or maybe EFT, mean direct bank transfer. EFT stands for electronic fund transfer. And we also calculate net to gross or gross to net in the payroll module. So that's all we learned about payroll yesterday, just some bullet points. And the next module in HCM is time management. Okay, we discussed that we define some rules, entry rules in time management, and we define some calculation rules in time management. They are very complex rules, and it is based on some fast formula provided. We will learn fast formula in detail during this module training. And how do we enter time in the time management? We enter time through time cards. There are some other methods to enter time, but we will see that in detail when we will do the time and management. It's also called actually time and labor. Previously it's called time and labor, now it's called time management. The last module we have in Oracle Core, Oracle HRMS is the absence management. The heading is still incorrect. It's not benefits, it's absence management. For absence management, we define reasons in the absence management, reason for leaving, reasons for our absence, why we are absent. So we have to give the reason. That reason is actually goes in the approval notification, and your managers see that reason. You want to apply a sick leave, so there should be some exact reason why you are going on that sick leave. So you create that reason. You can say the reason can be a flu or some other disease or whatever. Certifications are the absence certifications, like provided by some authorities, or like a doctor certificate, a medical certificate, or during a jury duty you need to present some court certificate. And absence types are your absence types actually are the names of absence, like pregnancy leave and vacations and sick leave and short-term leaves, long-term leaves, and so on. So what do we do in absence plan? Absence plan, we do everything in absence plan actually. We determine how many days a person is eligible for certain type of absence. Okay, and how many days he will be accruing during the year or during the accrual period. Eligibility profile, we already discussed it in the human resource module, that we use eligibility profile to filter or to evaluate certain logical conditions. Like you want to select managers only, you want to select females only, or you want to select some people based on their age. You will create eligibility file today as well. Okay, and next, let's move next. See the previous. We discussed the objective of our training. So I'm just skipping up. I will go to next page. These are the course outlines that divided into 4 days, total 8 hours, may go longer. So we have discussed the absence management overview, and we have discussed actually everything for the day 1 except last 2 topics, but I will repeat it today. Okay. So audience, they can be our audience, the functional user, business user, implementers, managers, administrator, HR administrators, and IT desk, help desk services like level 1, level 2, level 3 staff, or the problem management staff, enhancement and support staff, and techno-functional analysts and project leaders. Okay. Next, we took a little bit understanding of absence management overview. We discussed it that to start with the absence, an employee cannot enter an absence unless we have this architecture and all this implementation in place. Number 1, in the bottom you can see 3 boxes. So number 1 is HR setup in place. We should have a complete HR setup in place, like we should have enterprise setup, our company setup, our department, employees, their assignments, their jobs, their grades, and everything. So once we have HR setup completed, the HR guy has implemented this module, only then we can start our absence management. So number 2 is you should have absence management setup in place, like we have done everything in absence management. And number 3, we should have an approval process in place. So once we have this activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3 completed, then only an HR admin or HR administrator may go and enroll you into some type of absence. Then you will be eligible to apply absence. Then he will run some accrual, and you will get certain amount of days according to that accrual rule. So once you get this date, then in step number 5, you can go and enter absence and attach the certificate if it is required. Okay, once you enter and submit the absence, let's say 2 days, 5 days, or any number of days, then it goes to your manager, which is the line manager, and it's up to him that he approves or rejects it. He can ask you further detail about your absence. Okay, then you submit that details, and that goes again back to the manager. So that completes the absence management overview. Let me repeat. Number 1, you should have HR setup in place. Number 2, you should have absence setup in place. And number 3, you should have the approval setup in place. Only then the HR administrator can enroll you and run your accrual. Once you get a certain number of days in your absence balance, then you can apply absence in number 5. Okay. And number 6 is your line manager. Once you apply and submit the absence, your line manager approves it, and then your absence process completes. So this is a small overview. Looks like simple. Architecture. We will not discuss architecture today, and we said that we will be covering this architecture. We will be learning this architecture gradually once we start setting up the absence. Okay, the navigation. I showed you some navigation yesterday, and I'll show you again. So we navigated to HR records, and we see that where do we enter the absence, and how do we see the plans and types and people. Okay, we will see some more navigation today, which is derived factor and eligibility, and I will show you the repeating time period as well. So we will be frequently navigating into these areas that I mentioned here, like absence processes, absence definition, eligibility, and time period. Okay, so what is absence reason? Optional. It is not mandatory to define, but in most of companies you do it mandatory. It is mandatory, and you have to enter some reasons for your absence. Okay. Examples are juridity or domestic violence and so on. So absence reasons are independent of absence type. I mean, you can use one reason for many absence. Okay. So manager desires to include absence reason in approval notifications, as I mentioned earlier. So we created actually an absence reason yesterday. We will do it again. And absence certifications are the some certificates provided by some authority, some medical practitioner, or some court, or anything else that relate to your absence. Any document which is required by HR department, and you have to present it. So we attach the document with the absence. Device factor. So I'm just leaving it here, and I will move to the application. And I hope you can see my screen. Habib will is allow. I'm allowing him. He joined earlier. Anyway, so this is your. Let me go back here in absence management. So what you do, you go to home page. Okay. Then you go into HR section. Once you click on that icon, it will show you further menus, further small icons like absence is here, and the person management. Okay. I'm going into the person management again and giving you a very quick review what we have done earlier. And let's see. So this is your person management landing page, which is the search person. So you search persons and employees here. So how do you search? I told you about these two asterisk marks here, and you see these asterisk marks in front of name, keyword, person number, national ID. Asterisk marks mean you can enter any of these fields. Not necessarily you have to enter all the fields, just any of these fields. But a single asterisk mark means this is mandatory field and you have to enter this value. Okay. How did we search some employee survey? I said we want to search Mr. John, and I just entered the name John, and it brought me a list of employees, many list of employees. Okay. This is how we search employees. We can also use the advanced features. Advanced feature, you can add some more fields into the search screen, and like country. Let me click it again. Okay, you see this option here, add field. So you want to, let's say, add a country name here. So now the country name is here. You need to select the country from here, or you need to type in the exact name. So we don't see United States here because this list is small, but you have a search option here. You click on the search option, it will take you to the search window. You just type U, N, I, or only U. It will bring you every country, all the countries starting with the letter U. Okay, so we select United States and we press search again. So earlier we were seeing Sydney and everywhere. Now we have people from United States only. So these are only. So now we have two search criteria. One, we enter the country name, and one, we enter the employee name, John. So they are all the Johns from United States only. So let's click this link here in the blue color. You click it, and it will take you to John's record. Okay, this is Mr. John's record. On the top of this page, you see the person number, we don't have the picture, otherwise you see picture here. So this is person number. Person number is nothing, just your employee number. And the information you are looking at is employment, manage employment. So these are the employment record and details. So the legal employer is this one. His worker type is employee. He was hired on this date from United States. This guy's country name is United States. Okay. And you can see the hire date here as well. His assignment is started on this date. Below here, you will see the assignment details like assignment number, business unit, and the person type, which is employee, not a contractor, assignment status, which is active payroll, eligible. Active means he's an active employee, he's not retiree, not suspended, he's just an active employee working currently in this company, and payroll eligible. As its name shows, he is eligible for payroll. He gets money every month or every payroll cycle. Okay. Yes, this is the primary assignment. What does primary assignment mean? A person may have more than one assignment. He might be working 50% in HR department and 50% in finance department. So the one will be the primary assignment, the other will be secondary assignment. If he's working more than 2 assignments, or like he's working more 4 assignments or 5 assignments, only one will be primary assignment. So that is the rule. So this is his primary assignment. His position is a buyer. Actually, he's a buyer. We'll pick up a buyer. And head count is 1. This is the normal company start and end time. So his shift starts from 8 o'clock in the morning and finishes on 5 o'clock in the evening. Okay. You see the grade. This is the grade for that employee, and is included in the grade progression, in the grade ladder. Department name here, location, which is geography, we just learned, and working home, no option, and he's a full-time regular employee. Okay, he's not a contractor. Is he working as a manager? No, he's not working as a manager. So is he hourly paid or salary paid? He is hourly paid guy. The total working hours 40 weekly, frequency is weekly here, and he's a full-time employee, so his FTE is 1. So these are the details you can see here. You can also see his manager details, like name of manager, the assignment number of manager, and the type of manager, which is the line manager. Okay. So these are the employment details. We also, this menu here, you click this task bar and you will get further menus. Okay. We saw this guy's person record, which is managed person. You will see more personal detail here for this employee. Let's click on, just notice that we have an additional tab now, which is managed person. Earlier we were looking at the managed employment. So person information, I just click on the person information and you see the name, first name, last name, title, and lots of other information for this employee, including his national ID and the date of birth, okay, and the address here, corresponding language, blood type, okay, and you see picture here, okay, and the country where it belongs to, gender is male, married, highest education level, okay, ethnicity, and the work email, and so on, home phone number. Okay, so these are the personal information of some employee John Douglas. Okay, so we also learned yesterday that this edit button provides you 2 facilities. Number 1, correction. Number 2, update. So when you press this button, it asks you whether you want to update the record or correct the record. What is the difference between update and correct? It is actually a date tracking mechanism. When you choose correct, it it added the record. It makes the correction from the date when the record was created originally. Okay. And update means the date from where you want to start affecting this change. Like say, if I say, so it will ask you the date from where it should be affecting. Is it affecting from today, or maybe you want to get it affected from some other date, let's say June, July, or anything else, March. So it will start the effective date from that date. But it is not same in the case of correction. Correction means the actual change in the system from the date where it was when it was created. So in that case, if he was hired in year 2000 and you want to make correction, so the correction will be made effective from year 2000. But if you want to update this record, so you have to provide a new date or new effective date instead of correcting the old record. So there are two differences. In correction mode, only one record will remain effective, but it will correct the data. In update mode, the previous record or the original record will expire and a new record will be generated. So you will have two records in update mode. You will learn it when you will go through the training of human resource. Okay. What else we find in this taskbar? We see the absence record. Okay, we will be dealing with that every now and then in this training. And so we saw that this guy has no existing absence. Okay, but he has assigned to him, which is sick at sea and vacation at sea hourly plan. So these two plans are assigned to him, and there is some balance also. He has 100-hour balance for the sick plan, and he has 100-hour balance for the vacation. Okay. So we have different types of plans, and that's why we have different types of sections. This section, this plan balance section, is for accrual plans. What are accrual plans? We will see that. Qualification is another type of plan. So once they have qualification plan, it will show you here in this list here, down here. And other plans will be showing qualification plan. Sorry, the qualification plan will be appearing down the qualification entitlement here. Okay. And no entitlement plan type of plan will appear here. Since we have not studied the plans and plan type yet, so it is difficult to understand. But anyway, since you are able to see only two plans which are here, approval plans, so my purpose was to show you that this is absence handling screen, manage absence record screen, and whatever you apply for absence, it will appear here. Like I click add here, I want to apply an absence, and you will get a list of absence types here. Sick leave and vacation leave. There are only two. Okay, so you can pick one absence you want to apply, and you can enter the absence detail, like the single day absence. If you want to apply just for today, a single day absence, and looks like so on 19th to 19th. Okay, so it will get the start time and end time of that absence. From where it got the start time and end time? Because it is defined at the enterprise level that every person should be coming at 8 a.m. and leaving at the 5 p.m. We can have different start time and end times for different category of people, for different departments. So that is handled through scheduling. So we will see the scheduling later. you see the unit of measure this absence is hours. It's not necessary that it should be hours. It can be days, it can be weeks, it can be months, depending on the absence. And what else? You can add some reason also. Okay. Any reason which is suitable for this type of absence, or either taking sick leave, so you can say cold. Okay. And then you submit it from here. So this is how you enter an absence record. So it took me 20 minutes to go through the yesterday class. Okay. Submit. You will see a confirmation message now.
But with repetitive work, I think it becomes very quick, isn't it? Almost guided by reflexes.
I didn't get your question. Please come again.
If you do it over and over again, it becomes quite easy, isn't it? You don't have to be doing it very consciously.
Yes.
Just as you operate Outlook or something like that.
Yes, you're right. Because when you go through these screens on daily basis or frequently, so you will do it very quickly. Okay, so it appears here. Your sick leave, you applied for one sick leave in 9 hours and it is completed. So you can see absences. So that's the navigation part. That how do we navigate to some person HR record or employment record, and how do we navigate to some person personal record, which is here, like date of birth and address and email and phone numbers, and how do we navigate to absence record. So it is here. So going back to our slide, we learned yesterday how to create absence reason. So did you guys try it at home? That how do we create absence reasons?
There was no recording available for guidance. So I think Oz has promised that he will put it in a drive so we can, I can over the weekend practice.
Okay, you can do it very quickly actually. But night, so we can create an absence reason very quickly. But our main topic for today are the device sector. We want to move ahead now. And if someone has missed yesterday class, so those has the recording. And if you don't understand or he is not convenient with the recording, I can guide him in a separate class as well. Okay. So let's get back to the application. So in application, you have a functionality called Manage Absence Record. You are still there. Okay. So you go back to the absence landing page, which is absence reason. So you do it done here. So this is HR screen, not absence screen. So then you press the home button. And then you move into the HR area and you will see the absence module here under this section, absence. So we went in person management. Now we want to go to absence management setup menu. So this is the place where you will become configuring and setting up the absence management module. So its landing page is manage absence reason. So yesterday we quickly create a reason. How did we create? First, can we search? Yes, you can press search. You will see a tons of reason here. Okay, but for different countries, it is created for Ireland, this is created for Germany, Netherlands, United States. So if you want to reduce this number of regions, just if you want to select only the United States, you can go down here and you will see United States here. So you select the legislation and you search it again. So the number of records been reduced. So you don't have that many regions now as you had earlier. Okay. So this is the reason that we created yesterday. How do we create it? And we just press the create button. We give some date. Let me tell you, when you start implementing any module, not just absence management, so Oracle standard practice is to provide a date which is long back, actually 1/1/1951. This is the standard. So most of the functional consultants, they provide this is the effective date, this effective date. So once you change it here, it will be changed here as well. So but you can have different effective date if there is some requirement. You want a reason to be effective from 2019, so you can give that reason as well. But it will not show you for the older records. You can give a reason. I followed a name OCT, Oracle Cloud Talent, and I told you that you can follow your naming convention, like you can provide your initial here instead of OCT, so it will be easy to search. Otherwise it will be difficult to, like if you create a reason sick, so there are many reasons defined as sick, so you need to give a unique name. So I'm giving here OCT sick. Okay, and I chose the legislation, which is United States in my case. So here I choose United States, and I want to keep it active. You can make it inactive also, but since I'm creating, I want to keep it active. We discussed it a little bit about these two fields here, which are the descriptive flux fields and VITs. These are the additional fields if you want to create on this screen. Some companies want to have more information regarding absence reasons, so they create more fields. So we will see that in HR module, how to create flux fields. That's it. That's all. And you press close. You just provide 2-3 information and you are done. So if you want to search it now, you can search, but I don't know where is it. Actually, it is coming here. OCT6. This is the one that we just created. Okay. Or you can reduce this number of lists with saying that OCT and enter. So only those records will be selecting, starting with the letter OCT. So we created this one, OCT6. Pretty easy to create. It's not difficult. Okay, that's it. So that's how we create the absence reason. So that's all from the yesterday training, and a quick recap. Well, not very quick anyway. Let's do something new today, and our topic is the device factor. What are device factors? We'll see now. Device factors calculate certain eligibility criteria based on age, length of service, or combination of age and length of service based on your salaries, or based on the working hours. Okay. So what are the derived factors? Now let's see. Let's see that let me show you this case scenario. If you guys can see it clearly, we have three persons here. Okay, Baxter, Ibrahim, and Nicholas. They have different person number as well, but they are from United States, and the department is same, finance US. Even the location is same, the person type is same, but they have slight difference in the job. Two of them are manager, but one is analyst. Okay, so we have to create an eligibility profile for these two selection criteria. We want to select only these three people. We don't want to touch the whole number of records, thousands of people. Okay, as I said earlier, that it is a data set. You want to choose some people, some desired people. Okay, and what else? They have different length of service and they have age. For length of service and age, you have to create the derived factor. We will create eligibility profile later, but first we have to create the length of service and age derived factor. Okay. How do we create it? And once we create it, what will be the expected result? Let's say we want to choose only those people who are more than 40. Okay, so only two people are more than 40 of their age. Actually, these top one actually, first one and two one. The third one should not be selected because he is not 40. He is less than 40. So let's see how to create the how do we choose this data set? How do we create this data set? Let me go into the application again, and you see this here. Let me show you again. Once you are in the absence management, you click this taskbar here, and then you click the under the eligibility heading. You need to click on the manage drive factor. Once you click on the manage drive factor, it shows you this screen. So these are the factors that you can create for age. You can create drive factor for length, for age and service, and for compensation, and for hours worked, and for full-time equivalent. So what does it mean? Okay, I'll show you now. Let's create on age basis. Okay. Let's see if we have any drive factor in the system. We want to search it. If it has been already created. No, there is no FTE drive factor. Okay. Is there any age drive factor? Once we click on the age and then we search it again. Oh yes, there are many. There are many records. Okay. So this drive factor name is 50 plus, greater than 50. So for some reason, the business wants to select people who have more than 50 years of age, 70 and above, from 19 to 25, full-time student. Okay, looks like some college, or based on their age and their compensation, which is making per month $100, $1,000 at least per month or per their payroll cycle. Okay, so there are more drive factors. You can say mostly related to age because we created an age drive factor. They created. Now we want to create a drive factor. How to do? You just create. You just press this create button with plus icon, and it will ask you further. It will ask you the name of this drive factor. So I will provide the name OCT underscore age 40 D drive factor. You can provide a different name. Okay, what should be the unit? Obviously we are trying to get age, so we need years. How many years? Okay. Which age should be used? Inherited age, person age, person child, first child found, person first dependent found, person oldest child, person oldest dependent, person spouse, person youngest children, and person youngest dependent. So you can calculate age for these people. Okay. So for us, why we want to calculate for persons dependent people?
I'm sorry. Meher, do you have a set of instructions or steps that you are following, because you have been doing this for a long time and you are doing it all the time?
Okay.
So to get up to speed, is there a list or of steps, stepwise procedure, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like a checklist, and also a recording of this one and the last one will help, because as the recording is going on.
Yeah, I will go in one-on-one in lab exercises. So with you and others, that we will go and I will get you started on labs with the material
nothing
and
to
hands-on.
worry. Nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
worry.
No worry.
But the recording you will send, right?
No, you will get access to recording. You can watch anytime. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you will
So
get it.
through the drive.
Whoever enroll will get the access to it. This thing.
So yesterday's
Okay.
recording and today's recording.
Yes, every day. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Actually, we have the steps, as Doc mentioned. We have the steps for every single exercise that we are doing here, and we have some instruction as well. So see the reasons. How do we create reasons? So we have complete sets here. Navigate to this one, then navigate to this page, then press create button, then set effective date to 1951. Just it, and press yes button. So for everything we have a set of instructions, which is your hands-on. You will get access by Gauss, and this is a derived factor. How do we create the derived factor? This is the same derived factor I just creating, and that we have in the exercise. So I think you will be very convenient for this hands-on. Okay, let's continue. So which age to use? So I was saying that why we are using person's first child found, person's first dependent found. What is the use of these ages or the dependent's age? It's for the other modules also. Like in benefits, people get benefit or the employees get benefit when their children reach to certain ages. They are eligible for high school, they are eligible for primary school or whatever. So in our case, we just want to select person age. We want to select person more than 40. So I say that greater than or equal to 40. I just say 39, more than 39 at least, less than 99 years. That's it. So it is the range of value you need to provide in the derived factor age. And determination rule. What should be the determination rule? When you want to determine it, there are tons of rules here actually. I'm not gonna explain you everything here because by its name it is easy to understand. I just want to select as of event. As of event means whenever you apply absence, you want to calculate its age. So if he is applying absence today, so as of today, what is his age? But if you are applying absence like after 4 months, so it will determine age at that time. Okay. Event. We want to use determination rule as an event and just say saving close. The name you entered is already in use. Okay. I may have created earlier, so I will take DF1, second version, and save and create another. Okay, I'll just cancel it. So our age factor should have been created. See, If I search again OCT, it will show me two now. This is the one I created earlier. This is the one I created now. Okay. So age to use was person's own age, his own age, and should be equal to or greater than 39 and less than or equal to less than 99 years. And it is calculating on as of event date. Okay. But remember, while you are searching a derived factor, you should be on the appropriate tab. While if you are on length of service tab and you are expecting your age derived factor here, so you will not find it here. It's a length of service, not age. Okay. So our age derived factor is here on age tab. So you have to search your derived factor on the corresponding on the related tab. So what you understand by creating a derived factor, that let's say edit, that it will create a derived factor name age 40, and it will use the person's age, and it will select the people whose age is between 39 to 99, and it will use an as of event date. That's it. So for now, I just want to create only one derived factor, but in your exercise you will do derived factor, which is the length of service. And let's see what is next. I'm saying done. I'm done with derived factor. Okay. No, my change is already saved. Okay. So I want to go into derived factor again and want to make sure it is created. I did not lose any changes. Manage derived factor and age tab. We are already on age tab, and say OCT, and here you get the one we just created. Okay, so we are done with the derived factor. We make sure. Okay, manage option freedom. What's next? Why we created the derived factor? What is the reason behind it? Okay, let me show you. As I said, that I want to select people whose age is more than 40. Okay, 39 to 40. And they belong to the department Finance US. And they should have these two jobs, either finance manager or analyst. Okay. So for age, I created a derived factor. But how to include these two conditions, finance manager and finance US department? So we need to choose these two conditions also. What we just did is we just created a derived factor and selected the people who are more than 39 or 40. But now we need to choose people based on their department and job. So what we will be doing now, we will go here in the taskbar, and we will saying we want to create manage eligibility profile, and we will include this derived factor in our profile. So first of all, search your existing profile. Is it there? Yes, there are many existing profiles. Okay. Okay, what does it mean? Let's create one profile. Create participant profile. Okay, here is the screen where you create your eligibility profile. Okay, and you want to attach this eligibility profile to some person record. Okay, what should be the name of our eligibility profile? Let's say OCT _ finance _ eligibility profile, EP. You may follow your own naming convention. Okay, so the type is profile type is participant. Okay, this is already existing. One. Now, you need to choose the profile usage. For what reason you are using this profile? It can be benefit, checklist, compensation, global, goal management, performance, depends on what you are using. For absence, we use global. That's it. Okay. Assignment to use. Which assignment to use? Okay, there are many assignments. Assignment benefit relationship, assignment enterprise, assignment legal employer, assignment exclude inactive enterprise, benefit non-worker assignments. That depends on what kind of people you are trying to select. So I am selecting any assignment enterprise, regardless of any relationship with the company. Okay, with the active, inactive, everyone. So I say any assignment enterprise level. I want to keep this status as active. Okay. Now, as I showed you here, choose the department. I want to choose only finance department. So, where do I select department? I go in employment tab, and you should see a tab here, department. So I click on the department tab, department link. You got to add this here. So you press this add button. You need to give some sequence number, like say I'm saying 10, and you need to choose the department name here. It should show you a list of departments. It's like system slow today. Keep working on. Let me refresh this page. Let me do this again. Enter sequence number 10 and the department now. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. So finance US, the department is not appearing here. We need to search. It's a long list. I'll say finance, fin, and presenter. So where is finance US? Maybe down here. Finance max, finance sales. Okay. Finance space US. So this one. Okay, we got this department here. So it is the same department which is in our data set here. The first yellow box. Choosing the finance department. Now we need to choose the job. There should be finance manager or analyst. Okay. So we can exclude them also, but we want to include them, not exclude. You see this date here? Did you notice here? 1/1/1951. I did not enter it. Oracle itself did it. So it's a practice, standard practice, to give some older date. Okay. So this is done. We are done with the department selection. You can add more department if you want, but we need to select only one in our case. So we need to choose the job now. See, in our data set, our job should be manager or analyst, the second yellow box. Okay. So I go into job link and I click on the job link. and I say enter a condition here. This condition sequence will be 10 and the job name should be finance manager. So I don't see finance manager here. Like always, I need to search. So I will say finance M, or just press M, enter. You've got the finance manager here. See how you can search the names here, or there is another way to do that. You can just provide a partial name, finance, percentage, and MAN, man. It's selected as name. So you can use a wildcard, which is percentage sign. So if you don't remember the exact spelling, so let's select this one. Say OK. Okay. So in our data set, we had two jobs, finance manager and analyst in the middle. Okay. So we have selected finance manager, but not the analyst yet. So we need to select the analyst as well. So I will say this is 20. You can provide your own sequence number, but should be unique. You can say 1 or 2. And where are analysts? So we have analyst in here, but there, I don't know which language is it. Let's select it, analyst also. We have different analyst type here. I want to save this now. So did you understand that we selected two jobs and one department? Okay. If we go on to department tab, you will see we have chosen the finance department, and in the job we have selected analyst and finance manager. This is not matching with our job, but anyway our purpose is to select only finance manager. So this role, the third record, will not be selected anyway because his age is more than 40 or 39. He is 36 only, so he should not be selected. Okay, our intention is to select more than 39 or 40 years of age. And what else? You did department, you included department, and you included job here. What else we need to include? If somebody remember, let me tell you. Can everybody hear me? Girls, can you hear me? Hello? Let me check if I'm still in meeting. Yes, I'm in meeting. Okay, I can hear you, Ibrahim, now. Okay. I thought everybody left the meeting. Okay, anyway.
I will call you 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So, what you're saying, Ibrahim?
No,
Okay.
Because it was complete silent, I thought I'm disconnected.
No, I was on phone call, so yeah.
Okay.
So are we done with today's session, you're saying? So.
No, not done yet.
Okay.
I just needed some response from them, but we are almost done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I see like 8 people are there, including you and me, so or 6 people. So,
Okay.
but we have still the enrollment are only 3, so we need more enrollment, 3 more enrollment, and we need to add more. Today I sent the invitation to many, but I'm hoping should have some more.
Okay, let me continue with this topic. And so I was expecting someone to come up with the response that we have to include. Boss, you can mute your mouth, your voice. Okay. So we have to include the drive factor that we just created. We forgot to include the drive factor, and the drive factor that we included is the age drive factor. I need to select that age drive factor here. So 10. Let's say our sequence is 10, and the name of our age drive factor is 2B. Okay, this one, the one we created the last, OCT age 40 DF1. This is our drive factor. So now, what we have done in this eligibility profile, we have instructed our profile to choose only finance department people, to choose managers, finance manager and analyst, and choose those whose age is more than or equal to 30. Okay, sorry, 40. So we attach this drive factor with our eligibility profile, and you can see that arrow of drive factor going towards the eligibility profile. So all these conditions are defined in this eligibility profile. And I want to save it now. I don't want to close it, just save it. Okay, it's done. It is saved. So it is hard to see that what drive factors you have defined in this eligibility profile, because there are many attributes. Like if I want to see if there is any drive factor based on grade, I have to click on the grade icon. No, there is no one. Anything on position? No, there is no. Something for payroll? There is no drive factor payroll. I have defined salary, no salary drive factor, nothing. Department? Yes, I have two. I have one. So how will you know that how many drive factors you have created or how many conditions you have included in this eligibility profile? For that purpose, you click on this view hierarchy. And this view hierarchy do everything. View hierarchy says that under the employment, you have chosen department and the department names are this. Under the job, you have chosen finance manager and analyst. Under the drive factor, let me expand it, you have chosen an age drive factor and its name is this one. So this shows you hierarchy. Whenever you want to find out that how many attributes this eligibility profile contains, so then you need to click on that eligibility hierarchy. It will be easy for you to understand and see. Okay, so we have created the drive factor, we have created the eligibility profile. One moment please, it's refreshing something. No, it's refreshing. Okay, so we have created drive factor. We understood that what is age drive factor and what is length of service drive factor. Okay, what is compensation drive factor? You can provide some condition based on your salary and other compensations also. Next, we have created the eligibility profile. Okay, what does eligibility profile do? Eligibility profile determines whether a person qualifies for the object that you associate with the profile. Now, what is this object you want to associate with the eligibility profile? Is there any object you think? We just created an eligibility profile, but we have not associated this eligibility profile with any object yet. So what object it can be? Okay, let me tell you. It can be an absence type. let me take back you to the application, and just want to finish this one as quickly as possible with this small test that you can test your eligibility profile is working or not. Let me take you to the person management screen. Since we started late, so we are behind time. Human resource, and then click yet, click, and then person management. I'm just trying to show you that what object it should be, which need to be associated with eligibility profile. How we can test our eligibility profile? Why there is no John? John. John. Enter. Searching. Sorry, spelling mistake. Okay, so you see this Robertson guy here. I want to select this Robertson, and I want to go and see the I want to go and see his absence record. Why? I will tell you now. Manage absence record. And I want to enter an absence for this guy. This guy can see these leaves. Okay? Why he can see these leaves while there are many other leaf types he don't see? Because with the absence type there is a profile attached, and that profile evaluates the people who need to be assigned. Okay, so with the absence type we attach the profile, the eligibility profile. So that object which is need to be attached with the eligibility profile is the absence type. Can be one of them. Okay, there can be any other type like plan. You can attach eligibility profile with the plan as well. You can attach eligibility profile with other object as well, and one of them is absence type. So this guy especially is authorized to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what about, let me click this torch icon. What is the number of these guys? Here, the first guy 3651, Baxter Kelly. Okay, let me search this one here. 3651. It's a shortcut. You can search person from here as well while you are looking at the other people's record. So here we got it, Baxter Kelly. When I click on the Baxter Kelly record, yes, I want to leave this screen because I want to see the other record. Okay, this is the guy which is included in our data set on the top, Baxter Kelly 3651, the person number. And what I do, the task icon, and I will click on the manage absence record. In the manage absence record, I want to see how many absence types he can see. Okay, he can see even more absence types than the other person was able to see. Okay, he can see OCT vacation, short-term disability, sick leave, training leave. Why he is able to see OCT vacation? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's quickly go and create an absence type with the minimal configuration. Okay, I'll say done here, and I will attach the profile, the eligibility profile that we just created with that new absence type, and let's see if this person can see that absence type or not, because his age is more than 40. Okay, so HR, I'm going to HR, and I'll say, sorry, I scroll down a little. Absence. So now, very first time you will be creating an absence type. So create an absence type, manage absence type. But how did I reach to that level? I pressed on this task icon, and from task in absence, under the absence definition, I see the absence type. You will have complete detail in your hands-on regarding these menus and options. So I want to create an absence type affecting from 1/1/1951. Legislation is United States. Let's keep the pattern as a generic. We have many other like childbirth and illness or injury. But I want to keep it generic. We will see the absence type in detail in next session. But for now, I just want to create another absence type, saying that it is OCT sick. Okay, and I want this unit of measure to be days. You can have any. I want to select the legislative data group, which is US, United States. United States legislative data group, and I want to make it active, and I want to see I want to attach the eligibility profile, the one I just created. Where is that eligibility profile? I have to go down, or I can just search it. OCT. Enter. The status will be A. A means active. So you remember it. I have mentioned it in the steps document. So this profile we just created to select finance people. Okay. Select OK. So you have attached your eligibility profile with the absence type. What else? I don't want to change anything else. Just I want to say that employee can update this absence, manager can update this absence, and administrator can update this absence, and that's it. And I want to save and close. So I just created an absence type, and I'm hoping that the employee will be able to see this now. But other employees should not, who does not meet the eligibility profile criteria. Okay, I want to say home button now. I'm going back to the person management to see if that person, this person, can see our sick leave. These guys, at least these two ones on the top. Okay, HR again, and the person management. Then I go and define this person. What is the number? The first one is 3651 person number. Back. Okay, you can search with the name of person number also. 3651. Enter. Here you go, Mr. Baxter Carey. Just click. See, he's from finance department, and he is the finance manager as well. So he should qualify for this absence type. Now I click on that task icon, manage absence record. I want to go and apply an absence for this guy, and I want to make sure this guy should see our newly created absence type, which is OCT 6. See, since this guy is more than 40 and he is from the finance department and his job is finance manager, so he is eligible to see this absence type that we just created. why he is able to see this absence type? Because with this absence type we just created, we attached an eligibility profile. Okay, so that's how you test your eligibility profile, that if your profile is correcting the right people or not. Okay. Okay, let's see the other guy. What was his name or number? Here, the second guy, 37, Ibrahim Carey, 3724. How did I do that? I click on this, not this one, sorry. I click on the torch icon on the rightmost here. I forgot the number. 3724. Okay. 3724 person number. Ibrahim Carey.
Are we done with the today's session, ma'am?
I am almost done. Within 5 minutes, I'm done. Yes.
Okay, my asal time is running away. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm done. Almost done. So 3724. I give the number 3724. It's not searching from here. So Ibrahim Carey should not be 3724. Who is 372? Oh, sorry, Ibrahim Carey. The first one was Dexter Carey. It's searching. I confused with the last name. Ibrahim Carey. So Ibrahim Carey should also be able to see our newly created absence type. Say yes here. I want to leave this record. And now see his. Now I want to apply absence for this employee and see if you can see that absence type we created, and we attach the eligibility profile with that absence type. Say add new absence, and can he see the absence type? OTC6? Yes, he can see, because he also more than 40 years of age. Okay. What about other guys? Can other absence type or not? This is our last step. So let me find some other guy who do not belong to finance and who do not have the analyst position, manager position. Let's say search some John. Okay. And search, press search button. Search any employee from here. Anyway, he is from Finance UK, London, so he should not be selected. He should not be able to see the absence type we just created, because our absence type is only for the finance people and they have the manager job role. If I press add here and if I select absence type, okay, he is not able to see any absence type. Okay, so what about this guy? Last one, Nicholas 69, torch icon 769. Let's enter. Yes, Nicholas Player. Very quickly, I'm done in within 1 or 2 minutes. Just leave this page, and I want to see that if this person is able to see our absence type that we just created. Manage absence record and go and create an absence, add an absence, and see, this guy is not able to see OCT sick leave, and which is correct. He should not be able to see. First of all, he is from Finance US. His job is analyst, but he is less than 36 or 40 years of age. That is the purpose of our eligibility profile. We do some selection criteria and attach it with some object. Like in our case, our absence type was the object, and then that object make the person to qualify or not for the selection criteria.
So why is this analyst in red or orange found here, the job for Nicholas Clare? Why is it orange found? What is this mean?
I just actually made it with a foreground color analyst, because I just want to show you that this person will not be selected anyway, because our criteria for the eligibility profile was to select people more than or equal to 80 or 39 years old. This guy is already not fulfilling our criteria for the age. He is even not 37. So this guy will be not selected. Only these two will be selected.
Okay, fine.
Okay, that's all for today. And Gauss will give you access for the derived vectors. You have all the exercises like this one, drive factor, and you create another drive factor, which is length of service. Okay, and then you will eligibility profile. I have written down all the steps here. Okay, and what? Then you will create the absence type that I just created with the minimum setup, and you will be testing it. Testing eligibility profile, which is here.
Okay, sounds good.
So is it the very same steps that you did? Just demonstrated, is it those very steps or?
Yes, those are the steps that he has recorded, the navigation, and so you can practice this, inshallah. Okay, so we will practice this in probably, right, might be tomorrow. If you want to spend time some practicing, we can do that.
And the links to the recordings will be sent now or later?
Later it's going to be, because it takes time to save it, and also I have to add it to the LMS system. So we are going to,
because I missed in the beginning of maybe more than half an hour, and later also. So
anytime you miss it, we will have the recording.
Because
so it should back up. No, that's okay. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. So see you tomorrow. Okay, and please enroll. If anyone doesn't enroll, please call me and or enroll it. Okay. Okay. So I need to stop recording.